In the past 2 days, such voices have been heard in the community and social media. Some people regret missing out, some people regret not buying more, and some people sold their tokens for a small profit, only to realize it was just a small gain compared to what they could have made. As this message continues to spread, the market is beginning to see a resurgence of the hype and frenzy that we have seen before. People pouring money into contracts just because they see the address. The meme season in the cryptocurrency markets is quietly coming back. Welcome to our 3DAO channels, where we explore the latest trends and insight in the cryptocurrency market, a place to spread knowledge of the Web3 industry. Today, we will be discussing a hot phenomenon reason for meme coins soaring and the characteristic of the related project. My name is Maya. I'm your host today, and joining me today is also one of our co-hosts, Jocelyn. Hi Jocelyn, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Great. So today, let's discuss the reason for the surge of meme coins and the characteristic of their projects.
Means surging meme coins and related projects? Let's dive right in.
Hey, have you heard of ArbDogeAI in their AIDOGE tokens? Do you know how many AIDOGE tokens do they have in total? And how did they divvy them up?
According to the official introduction, ArbDogeAI is an experiment within the Arbitrum ecosystem. AIDoge was launched on April 15 with a total token supply of 2.1 quadrillion tokens. The distribution method allows addressers that qualify for ARB token airdrops to receive 95% of the tokens for free, while the remaining 5% is used to incentivize users to invite others. Invited addressers will receive 10% of the total tokens claimed by the invitee, with 5% of the bonus pool being distributed until it runs out. It is worth noting that the distribution quantity is different from the average distribution method of other projects and follows a mechanism where earlier recipients receive more tokens. This approach to distribution helps to reduce market selling pressure to a certain extent and incentivize early adopters. The number of tokens claimed by the first 60,000 plus addresses is twice the amount claimed by the 90,000 address.
Actually, does AIDoge have a trick burning mechanism? Do you know how does it work?
Well, AIDoge has designed a transaction burn mechanism. Each transaction on the chain incurs a 15% burn tax, of which 3% is used for ecological development, 1% is burned, 2% is rewarded to the liquidity providers, 3% is used to purchase ARB for subsidy protocols and voting. In the early stages, some ARB tokens will be directly used to encourage users to add liquidity to the pool, and 3% is used for AIDoge holder staking rewards. The remaining 3% is used for lucky drops, which will be converted into ARB tokens and deposited into the lucky pool. Demand for AIDoge has thus arisen. Firstly, it can be used for mining, with an annualized yield of up to 2,360% when calculating compound interest from the start. Secondly, it can be used to provide liquidity with an annualized yield of up to 1,039,940,246% when calculating compound interest.
Wow, there is a lucky drops feature too. So how does it encourage market speculation and increase market activities?
Actually, when a user buys AIDoge token worth 100 to 1,000 on the chain, they will qualify to participate in the lucky drop every half hour. The lucky drop's luck weight increases in proportion to the value of AIDoge purchased by a single address, with a minimum of 1 for a $100 purchase and a maximum of 10 for a $1,000 purchase. The lucky weight is rounded down, So if an address purchases AIDOGE token worth $180, its lucky weight will be 1. After each round, the lucky tickets will be reset. According to the official data, the current number of ARB tokens distributed through lucky drops is 159,000, with a total of 9,500 participating addresses and 177 addresses receiving lucky drops. By stimulating users' gambling tendency through frequency and probability, it also increases market speculation.
Besides that, according to the official plan, the AI NFT series will be launched later. What do you think about this series?
Well, according to official sources, the AI NFT series will be used for training, creation, and production purposes, and there are also plans for AI code and DAO. These are currently speculative expectations and have not yet materialized. AIDOGE has also been listed on centralized exchanges such as Matcha and Biget. It currently has 109,000 on-chain addresses, with the top 100 holding addresses owning up to 81% of the total token supply. In the past 24 hours, the trading volume on centralized exchanges has reached $172 million, while decentralized exchanges have seen $8.4 million in trading volume. The current circulating market capitalization is $57 million.
Well, let's discuss the other main character of today, PEPE. How did PEPE achieve its success journey? Do you want to share more about this?
What drew more attention to PEPE was its rags to riches story. According to Look on-chain data, an addresses exchanged 0.125 ETH for 5.9 trillion PEPE on Uniswap 4 days ago. Based on PEPE price of $0.00000314 on April 20th, the 5.9 trillion PEPE held by the address is now worth $1.85 million. If sold at the current price, which has not yet happened, the return on investments would be 7,370 times. This is undoubtedly another get-rich-quick story that has made countless people envious, and it has been widely circulated on the market as a result. This is its path to success.
So in this way, what is PEPE's future development plan and what are the 3 steps it has planned?
First, the total supply of PEPE token is 420,690 billion, of which 93.1% is sent to the liquidity pool and the remaining 6.9% is held in a multi-signature wallet, only used for future centralized exchange listings, bridging, and liquidity pools. The plan for PEPE includes 3 steps. The first step is to list on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap as a meme coin, with 1,000 holding addresses and more mentioned on Twitter. The second step is to focus on Vibe and HODL, maintaining community partnerships through the PEPE Times newsletter and providing a proprietary Discord channel, while also listing on centralized exchanges and reaching 10,000 holding addresses. The third step is to develop the token economy, creating PEPE-themed merchandise that can be purchased using PEPE tokens, with a portion of the income being burned. Additionally, PEPE Academy and PEPE Tools will be launched, along with a top-tier centralized exchange and 100,000 holding addresses. The project aims to surpass Bitcoin in popularity.
So what should they do if project parties want to capture the meme seasons?
The first one should be whether to distribute fairly and freely to a wider audience. Whether it is the characteristic of past meme coin or today's PEPE and AIDOGE, their common point is to distribute tokens to a wider audience in a free and fair manner. The advantage of doing this is to attract more users, and when these users find that they can easily sell for a small profit, they will spread the word and expand the user base. Once this goal is achieved, the operators will use market manipulation to attract attention again. The users who were attracted by the small profits earlier became noise spreaders or become project promoters who promote the project for free because they sold their tokens, or become interested parties of the project and promote stories of getting rich because they did not sell for higher profits.
Alright, so in this way, what are the benefits of this action and what would be the impact on the market?
When the market discussion and holding group reach a certain size, second-tier exchanges will follow suit and list projects in order to increase traffic. This further expands the popularity of corresponding projects, and there are often highly popular and long-lasting projects that attract the attention of first-tier exchanges and get listed. Based on this, when we discover that a project is distributing tokens for free and fairly to everyone in the market or to a group with a viral effect, we can actively participate after confirming that there is no contact authorization risk in receiving the tokens. If the value of the tokens received is not high, there is no need to rush to profit and exit, and one can try to win big with a small investment, and then continue to pay attention to the progress of the project. If the trading volume of the project tokens on the chain is high, and there are always people taking on the secondary market, it can be understood that there are manipulators behind them.
Oh, I see. So what are the ways to capture meme seasons other than the distribution method?
Another common feature of meme coins that the market is chasing, apart from their distribution method, is their extremely high total token supply and a large number of decimal places in the price of the secondary market. From a personal perspective, buying $100 worth of mainstream coins like Bitcoin usually results in owning less than one coin, which has no impact and may even deter users with limited funds because it cannot meet their needs in terms of expected price increases on personal feelings. However, when a user buys a token for $100, the quantity is often calculated in billions, and some even require scientific notation to express, which has a strong impact on users or investors and caters to their psychological needs.
Right, okay, last question for today's topics today. Is the meme coin surge caused by innovation or easy to spread topics?
The innovation or the attribute of being easy to spread determines how many people the project can appeal to and how far it can spread. For example, when people hear about PEPE, they will think of the DAO that auctions constitutions. The spreaders think it is worth spreading and the receivers find it fun. On the other hand, a less successful example is the DAO to save Assange. When you first hear this story, you will have to think about who Assange is, why he needs to be saved, and even look it up on Wikipedia. This already increases the obstacles to spread the message. Another example is PEPE, which has exploded in popularity today. Its topic is to abandon garbage meme like Doge, and PEPE will make meme coin great again, triggering an emotional resonance in the market. At the same time, PEPE itself is a widely circulated memes emoji with the foundation of a meme. Innovative examples include the launch of Shit NFT in 2022, which changed the rule of the NFT market from paid minting to free minting and lead the way in the NFT market. By satirizing a group of blue-chip projects, it has stimulated market sentiment and completed the topic effect that is easy to spread. Another example is the slogan of Clark DAO, which is decentralized venture capital.
At the end of the show, do you have some advice to tell the investors?
I hope all investors never forget that the premise of investment is a stable market performance in a low-risk period, and always set position management and stop loss. Also, every wave of meme market sentiment, whether in a long or short period, can bring down the entire market. Therefore, it is important to maintain risk awareness.
Alright, thank you for sharing all of this, and it's give us a deeper understanding of meme coins and related projects.
Certainly, it is always good to stay informed and up to date with the latest trends and insights.
I think that's all for today. And please do me a favor if you are watching this and hit the subscribe, like and follow button whenever you are watching this. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye.